Okay, got issues with the alternator. Changed out the sensor down below. Crankshaft sensor wasn't the issue again. I'm assuming it's that thing underneath the firewall over there, PCM or ECU or whatever you want to call it. To me it's a POS. I don't use cuss words, but you understand what I'm saying. My cruise don't work. I never used in the first place because it surges up and down on 5 speed. I don't know. Did okay when I had my 91 two-wheel drive automatic, but now we're in a 93 four-wheel drive 5 speed, and I just don't like using the cruise control. But I did, like Jordy or somebody else on YouTube, and checked all my fusible links. They seem to be good. My speedo and everything works but this alternator. So got this off my parts truck. We are going to mount it right here on the firewall, getting ready to wire it in. Now there's other YouTubers out there that show you exactly what you need to do, and that's where I went to these other guys. Thankful for their info, and I'm just going old school with the regulator. I test ran it yesterday and it was charging fine with the test run, so we are just going to make it a permanent resident now. And I'm starting to strip wires off of this so I can run a ground wire in it through up here. I'm going to make it a nice clean job. I'm not just going to do it, I'm making it look good. I'm not going to bolt it to the firewall because there's no room back there, and it'd be easier to change if it's just right here. Plus I already got a hole, got a factory bolt hole right here. It's not being used for anything. Good place to put the bottom bolt with the ground, and we're going to go from there. We're just going to tap into the wiring harness right here, straight down, tape it all up like it looks like it was factory installed. Okay, got the ground wire on. Got it bolted to this top post here, running through the Smurf tube. This is for my air conditioner clutch. I wrapped it with the cloth tape like the factory does. I did just like they did, except I added my brown wire for my ground. And if you notice, this ground wire, this is the one I added. There's two extras, the middle one and one on the end here. I picked the one on the end, and I just stripped the blue insulation off of a female flat connector, stuck it in there. If I have to, I'll plug it all together with not vice grips, but needle nose pliers and stuff. I just want it to look factory. This one here, as you can see, I picked the end, stripped the blue thing off. That's the male 1/4 inch flat. Had to crimp it on and then push the wire through this end, pull it out this end to get it to go in there. Might have to twist it with a pair of needle nose to make it all clip together. But getting ready to run this wire up through this bigger fat Smurf tube to where it comes out up against the fender here, where I'm going to put my regulator. Okay, you can see that the factory tries to pull a fast one on us. This blue and green one is our field wires to the alternator. Coming into the plug, it's blue and green, green and blue. Coming out, two little green ones, one with an orange stripe and one just regular. So we got to come up here, sort those two out. I'm going to snip and just put a heat shrink tube on the end of the one going to the POS over there, and then we're just going to tap in with our plug to the regulator right here. Now this blue wire is going to go to a hot. I added this. I just got done wrapping it through all this, getting ready to put it back up against the firewall, but it's going to go to a keyed positive over there on the driver's side somewheres. The reason I heat shrink these two to the PCM POS over there is in case I decide that something ever happens to where that thing is absolutely necessary and have to replace it. I'll get it fixed, and then I'll just connect these two back together and go back to stock. But for now, they're just going to get buried in the Smurf tube while I'm going to connect my old school connector somewhere around here to these two. Well, it's all mounted and in place. Already did a test run. I'll go ahead and fire this thing up and let you see for yourself. But we got this thing all looking like it's factory. All the wires are going inside the wire Smurf tubes all the way down to here. Like I said, I put that joint, I made this look factory at the connector here. I just found an empty spot in that to make it look good instead of just running the wire along the outside. Came over here to a relay, this white bottomed relay here. This blue wire that came out of it is keyed, so I just ran this wire in with it. That goes all the way across over there to the blue wire on the regulator. All right, we're gonna go start this thing and then hook the voltmeter up to it. Well, it's showing a charge inside the cab. A lot better now. Now we're going to go outside and hook up a regular voltmeter and see what we're getting for voltage wise. Well, it shows 14.85 somewhere in there. Means it's charging. Still got to get the right battery. It's just another donor. Also, just start rule tape. This one needs to be over there and I wore a hole in the bottom. So I got a new flat one coming I'm going to put over there and put that one back over here. That regulator, best way to go.